Hey everybody, Scott Helmer here. Thanks for clicking my video. How does fitness and nutrition fit into your life today? Just a little bit about my background before we get into our little slideshow. I've been involved in powerlifting for the last 30 years, won several California state championships. You can see there a few others. It's been a great career. I've had to retire due to some injuries as I've gotten older. I'm 54 years old. I'm also a fitness trainer and football coach and mentor, and also own several online businesses where I help people reach their goals, whether it's athletically, financially, spiritually. So, fitness and nutrition, how does it fit in for you and how do you fit in? Let's take a look here. Why a healthier lifestyle? Well, again, sometimes we get caught up in doing what we do every day and we don't realize how bad things have gotten. The last 150 years, 200 years, we went from basically being a society that did everything outside. We lifted, we gathered things, we were always busy. Well, obviously, the industrial age has made things a little easier for us, and that's not always a good thing. As you can see, the building blocks of an unhealthy lifestyle in our own education system that I come from, that I work in, we don't properly feed our kids during the day. We also have a 24/7 fast food and packaged food propaganda ads. They're telling you how good all this stuff tastes, and it does because it's got all this salt and sugar in it. The other thing is our cities, we're kind of designed to drive a car. We're not even designed to ride bikes safely anymore. And so a lot of our suburbs lack sidewalks and bikeways. Um, Another thing that's a big is that we're a pill dependent culture which craves an instant fix. If I can take a pill to feel better, look better, I'd rather do that than get off my butt and move. We're also a culture that's in denial of victimhood. We like to blame everybody else for our issues. We won't take responsibility, and it's basically our lives. The average household watches about 8 hours of TV a day. I know I used to do that, not quite that much, but I don't even watch the news anymore. It's too negative, and my mindset just won't allow me to soak in that negative information. I can get my media information on YouTube, or if I need to, I can check my phone. And then, of course, video games, things like that, just keep our young people and even some of our older people just sitting, and their minds are just turning to mush, and their bodies are too. So an unhealthy lifestyle, a lot of it is the industrial age has made us more reliant on these things that make our life easier. That doesn't mean it makes them better, though. So how do you get started if you want to make fitness a part of your life and part of your lifestyle? I've been doing this for a long time, and the one thing when I was a personal trainer, and I still am, but when I was starting out, even at a young age, I knew that not everybody was going to be where I was at. I wasn't going to try to make everybody a power lifter or a tennis player or a fitness buff. But I understood that they wanted to get healthier. So my job was to meet them where they were at that time and start small. It's a mindset. So many people that want to get started in an exercise program, they're so disillusioned by all the stuff they see out there. They're bombarded with media, the internet, buy this, buy that, take this, take that. And it's really, my approach to fitness has been and always will be common sense. Okay? Start small. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Go to any department store, any mall, any grocery store in America and watch people sit in their car for 5 minutes or longer waiting for a parking spot to open up that's closer to the front door. My goodness, park where you need to park. Just park somewhere, get out and walk to the front of the store. Little things like that make a difference. Go for a walk at night. If you have a desk job and you're sitting all day, get up and take frequent breaks. I'd say every hour. Get up, stretch, move, have a conversation. Do anything but sit. Sitting is killing us. Nutrition is probably going to be 80% of an effective exercise program and lifestyle changing program. Again, our foods are processed. I don't want to get into detail about whether the GMOs are better or not. I just know this. Eating processed food, anything that comes in a box, is not as good for you as eating something that's fresh out of the ground. Okay? There are a lot of options out there. And again, you're going to get bombarded with what diet, what nutrition plan is the best, what supplements are the best. And again, the bottom line is calm your mind, think like you're capable of thinking. What do I need? Okay, there are too many options. One day something causes cancer, one day something stops cancer. You have to be common sense driven if you want to do this correctly. So what is right? What do I believe? What can I eat? What should I eat? Healthy choices. Salads, fruits and vegetables, less processed foods, drink more water, less soda. Soda kills you. It actually attacks causes osteoporosis, especially in females. The carbonation is deadly. Supplementation, there's nothing wrong with taking a supplement or a vitamin once in a while. You might need that, especially if your diet is poor. You're probably lacking in essential nutrients. And then more raw natural foods. It's that simple. But again, small steps. Do I expect you to go into your pantry and throw out every box you have and get rid of your ice cream and your chips? No. You have to make small steps. And that starts by having a salad at lunch, eating more vegetables than you're used to, eating less red meat. Maybe if you're eating red meat 3 or 4 times a week, having some chicken, some fish. Little things. It takes time. You didn't get out of shape overnight, and you're not going to get it back overnight. And then the exercise part of it, again, probably 20-25% of the program itself. You got to fuel the body properly, but you got to get the body moving. If you have a race car and it's sitting in the garage, it doesn't matter what kind of fuel you put in it, it's not going to go anywhere. So once you get the car moving, you need to put the proper fuel in it to get the maximum performance. So cardiovascular cardiovascular exercise, if you don't get enough of it, you could have cardiovascular disease. Cardiovascular exercise versus aerobic training. Again, the key to any successful fitness program is movement. You've got to get up and move. Aerobic training is with oxygen, and so you want to do things that make you move, that burn fat. If you get the heart rate too high, you're not burning fat, you're burning muscle and other things. Weight training and strength training are essential. You got to build muscle. You want to have muscle. Muscle burns fat. It helps the skeletal system. It helps all of the other body functions. More muscle is good, and that's also how you look different. You can do cardiovascular exercise, aerobic training, do nutrition program, lose weight that way. But if you're not doing things to strengthen the muscles, you're not going to change the way you look and feel and how the clothes fit. And then the big thing I always talk to people about is the intensity, the duration, and the frequency of your exercise. Again, a lot out there about how long should I work out, how hard should it be, how often should I do it throughout the week. I go over that in all of my programs. And then this is huge right here, the mental approach. So often, even if you're not an athlete, I know for myself when I was powerlifting competitively for all those years, I had to write down not only my weekly goals but my daily goals, but I had to have an image of what I wanted to do. See, believe, achieve. I had to see what I wanted to accomplish at that upcoming meet. That's how I got myself ready. And as a coach, that's what I also have my players do and my athletes that I work with. They have to see themselves being successful. If you see yourself on the couch, you see yourself overweight, you don't see yourself changing, you're not gonna. You have to have a positive mindset. Stress reduction is another thing, and exercise helps that. It's kind of a vicious circle. If you're not very active, you're probably stressed because you're not moving and you don't feel good, and then you're going to get irritable, you're going to be cranky, and it's going to affect you and your relationships with other people. So stress reduction is important. Consistency, again, starting with baby steps to guarantee that you're going to be consistent. You're going to be doing this on a daily basis. Positive reinforcement. And that goes along with sharing what you're doing with other people. It holds you accountable, and it also helps you to share your results with people, work out with a group or a partner, get a trainer. Some of my videos that I go over on my YouTube channel, I talk about how to pick a personal trainer. I'm one myself, and I can tell you it's got to be a perfect match in terms of what you're seeking and what that trainer can offer. A good trainer needs to meet you where you're at that day. If you come in from a day where you're stressed and you're tired, you're not feeling good, that trainer needs to adapt that workout for that day to you, so that when you leave the gym, regardless of whether you worked out for 15 minutes or a half hour, 45 minutes, whatever, you feel better mentally and physically than you did when you left. And that's the key to a successful program. It's not how hard it was. Did you feel beat up? Did you sweat? It's how did you feel mentally, and do you know that you got some physical benefit from it as well? And if you have any questions, you can get with me. There's my phone number and my email address. I do exercise routines for hundreds of people right now. I mean, I could do more, but just kind of busy with other things that I'm doing on my online businesses. But I could design a program for you. It'll be free of charge based on our conversations that we have on the phone or email, get you set up on something that you can do at home or that you can do in your gym. And then if you want to see what I'm doing in my spare time, again, not only do I do the fitness programs, it's a big part of what I believe in, it's my passion, but I'm also doing some other online businesses that help people discover more free time and also have more residual income. So if you're interested, there's the link right there, www.maxforcemarketing.com, and we'll be talking to you real soon.